So let's go into the maps first. Home maps. Cross for E10. Okay, that's a good one. And for foodie, that's cool. So that's quite a good. And we will just quickly look into the drafts also. So I guess people would have been specking, would have had a chance to see, but I'll just run through the spec now. So it seems like Heaton at left and Foodie Rogan Snob is like Foodie at the right, and Aztecs was first pick from Heaton. So I think I screwed that, not that one. So Franks was the next pick from Foodie. So that's the first pick from Foodie is Franks. And Franks in Japanese. So home maps are cross and land manners. So probably Foodie need more. Both the players need some scout sieves. First pick me, Mama, and Wolf. Please. What? Why I'm showing offline? So sorry guys. So Heaton has gone for Mongols and Slavs. So that's some good picks for the
Yes.
land madness again. I'll just come back to that top shot soon. So he has gone for Mayans and Mayans. And let me check the bands also. So map bands. Keytains map bands is Arena and Region. Okay, that's the same thing, Arena and RF. So that's not required to be changed. And map bands from Foodie was Coast Mountain Eldorado. Okay, Eldorado. Fine. So guys, eating and fooding are waiting and probably they're going. Sorry for all the delay. Been like screwed up due to few reasons. Oh my god! So our boss is getting angry. There we go. Finally, we are starting the game, guys. It's gonna be game one. I guess I updated the scores. Maps are banned and Siv ban. Let me see. What are the Sivs? Heaton has banned Franks and Japanese. And Foodie has banned Aztecs and Slavs. So game one is going to be KOA Arabia, obviously, and probably what are the Sivs Heaton has? Probably Heaton might go for Mongols. Home maps are cross for him, so Malay for cross, and Mongols. There is no boar in land madness, but there are a lot of deers in land madness. I'm not sure whether he's going to go for kills in Arabia, so there's a good chance. And Foodie has Malians, Mayans, and Huns. Huns probably for the cross. Malians for Arabia, and I'm not sure. Like land banners, he's going for Mayans. I don't think so. That's a pretty good choice there. So these guys are going to start the game soon. So sorry guys, sorry for all the delay. Uh, a guest came in, so I had to kind of walk out of the room for some like 30 minutes or odd. Now I'm back. So let me go through, now I just settled down. So let's see, from the first map bans were from E10 was Arena and Regicide Fortress. Probably the Regicide Fortress was a pretty good map ban versus Foodie. So Foodie likes to play a lot of RF. So that's a kind of a good ban from him. Arena probably not the kind of a map that Foodie loves to play, so probably that's kind of a more of a waste of a ban. And Foodie has gone for Ghost to Mountain and Eldorado. So Ghost to Mountain probably again a map that E10 loves to play, I suppose. And Eldorado something to be think about. And yes, looking at the Sioux, Celts, Malay, Mongols for E10, and Malians, Mayans, Huns for Foodie. So probably for cross, Foodie would go for Huns and Malay from Heatin. So I'm just interested whether Foodie will go for Mayans in Arabia or in Land Madness. So Kells is probably picked up to counter the Eagle Warriors, maybe. So Wood Raiders are so good against Eagles. Anyways, let's need to wait and see. Finally, a draft that makes sense to me. Okay, that I know, understand where that's coming from. So last game, I guess we saw Superman versus Blah play. More of a Titanic draft, but Blah play had his own reasons to have some civs there. But still, Indians pick would have been such a great one for the reiteration, anyways. So that's done. Superman is advancing to the round of 8, and we are going to go into the game 2 series of round of 8. Foodie versus Heatain. So they just started the game. So first game is going to be KOA Arabia, and you might see Kells versus Malians. Let's see. Not sure. So Malians probably one of the most picked Arabia civs in recent games. So I'm just little confused with the Heatain's pick. Is he saving the kills for Mayans something, or is it he has his own strategy? You never know. So we have been starting to see a lot of new stats. We just saw some Blah plays new stats with Kimmer. So let's see how this one is going to go. Just going to see the games. Hopefully that's okay, man. Arey yaar, someone has kept spec delay 5 minutes 50 seconds. Is it for just for me or some other reason? Anyways, let's wait. So we have got another 3 minutes to wait. Exactly. I'm into. So 2 minutes 30 seconds. So boys, this is probably one of the interesting matchup in KOA tournament, I guess, as we kind of getting closer to the big like moving towards deeper into the tournament. So where the skill gap kind of slowly kind of minimize. So probably this is one of the game where like almost a equal skill kind of players, like the skill gap is like not that bigger. It's kind of trying to shrink itself a little. So probably a pretty good matchup we are kind of looking forward. Foot is 17x and Heatain we knows that is more than a probably a more than a 17x, probably is in a 18x range. So but there is not a bigger skill gap that's we've been seeing before. So here we go. So finally we are going into the game one, guys. It's KOA Arabia E10 versus Foodie, and we are expecting some good serve matchup. Hopefully no error this time. Right? Okay. There we go. So it's seems like they have like restored or something. I never knew about that. Okay, so it's we will just make Heatain as blue, so that's better for us. Just that his name is at the front, so Heatain will be in the blue for the entire series now. So it's Kells versus Malians. So we are going to see a lot of infantry in this game, and already you could see that Heatain has put in 4 on wood. Probably best just to do chat off. There are a lot of specs in the game, and Etain is already sending his will to get his boards. So let's quickly look into Etain's map. So his main goal is at the front. Probably no wood lines nearby, so that's kind of hard to wall. And he has a front wood line. That's kind of more of a defensive wood line you would wanted to have. And there's another wood line at the back, and kind of a hilly around this area. I think that should be fine. He is able to load that board pretty good, and he's okay. Thank God his mill is like his berries are there. Another villager was just queued into the going to the next towards that house area. Oh my God! Now we are seeing something. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. So 40. Oops. Bit back. Okay, that's fine. My overlay is screwed up. That's screwed up overlay. What? Sorry guys, again I'm just didn't fix my hotkeys properly. Anyways, I will fix that probably in the next game. And so that's a second bow going out. Did Foodie lame anything? I don't think so. Those 2 sheeps were safe enough. And let's quickly go into Foodie's map. So in his main goal is at like kind of at his left and nearby to his wood line, so I kind of prefer that. So is it, yeah, admin tree, like I guess the rule says that your main goal only need to be like fully accessible, and I guess secondary goal is like not gonna be admin tree, I guess. So this should be fine as per rules. Usually the rules is like you are able to access your main goal without any obstacles around it. Still it's unfortunate for Foodie. So anyways, let's see how it's gonna like play into the game later on. Foodie is already with the barracks. Probably yes, the Celts is also with the barracks. So man terms coming from both the players as expected. So Malians versus Celts. So from there, how these guys are gonna transition is gonna be important. So Foodie is pushing these. That whereas he thinks DS there at the front, I don't think so he was able to push the D's. So almost both the guys have clicked up at the same time, and Woody, come on man. I don't think so. He's gonna win this. Probably he's gonna run into the TC and he take time to pull back. Yep, he pulls back, and even like Foodie didn't care to kind of garrison his wills. So he want to make sure that his wills are like super efficient. 2 on gold as expected. Militias have been queued in. So let's see whether which one is going for the 4 militia and which is going for, probably both the players might end up going for 4 militias. And this is, remember, these are Kells militias and they are going to be faster. And this guy Malians will have that extra armor also, so it's going to be pretty good matchup. And Foodie is almost walled, like he's not completely walled. There are like couple more tiles he need to kind of wall. He doesn't have a vision at this end, and this guy with probably a less HP, so he won't be in a position to snipe any villages. And straight away archer range coming out, and the 3 militias are coming in. Foodie need to be really careful. Look, probably Charan, like what I can think of is like Kells Wood Raiders counters the Eagles, and usually Malians they are kind of more versatile than, like it's probably more of a Civ preference, I don't know. But guys, Heatain is making a lot of damage, and that's the first villager dead, and he's gonna kill more. Probably now the Kells bonus is gonna help him more. Yes, Maya has good archers. Probably a personal preference from him that to go for Malians. Probably we never know. So Heatain is able to make that initial damage. Foodie's eco is being like screwed. You could see that all his villages are on the stragglers and more idols are there. And this is going to be a problem. With Kells Mantoms, he is able to just run. And already second range coming out for the Kells. And probably Heatain is looking into pressing with archers pretty soon. And Foodie is trying to kind of get hold of that. And terms, is it coming a gate there? Come on, Foodie. No, not. And he might kind of, what he's doing with that villager there. Kells better in 1v1 Arabia versus Malians, I guess. Yep, let's see. And still he's trying to use that bonus and trying to distract. Basically he doesn't want Foodie to be at his base. So by this, what he's trying to do is just kind of killing the time, like whereas Foodie need to kind of be aggressive, but he's been forced to kind of chase on those Mantoms. And probably this archer finally kind of, he feels that can defend himself. And hey, I missed the dragons chat there. So we heard a lot of news about dragon, but now dragon is we heard finally a good news that he will be playing in the tournament. So everyone is so happy that he's finally able to find some time to play. The initial news was he wasn't able to participate due to some personal reasons, but things have changed, which is like really good for the tournament and for everybody. Probably not for the top players, but as a neutral viewer, we gonna enjoy that. So Foodie is getting oust, and let's see into eco of Heatain. So E is with 40 pop, and E is like closed at left, and probably gonna build more houses to close this area also. So he's not been completely walled, similar to Foodie. So there are like 5 archers with 1 skirms, and Foodie is forced to make more skirms. Now he is probably in a defensive position, and probably you need to clear these Mantoms so that he could like stop those annoying things Heaton was able to do. So those 3-man terms were like well worth it. It kind of made the foodies eco a bit messy for a time. So you could see that 4 villagers trying to build houses. Foodies been like kind of in a bad position. Now he's trying to scout, so that's a pretty good. So he knows that Heaton is going more on archers and probably will know how many people he has put on gold, and hopefully he is able to keep alive that scout so that he will have that vital information. So he's just scouting him, like he was forced to kind of run back after that initial skirmish with the Eaton scouts. Is there a hole there? Yep, I guess there is a hole. Hopefully Foodie remembers that. And Heaton has just clicked into the Foodie space, and probably that by the time he reaches it's going to be closed, and Foodie need to look into his idols. So I guess it's going to be a passive gameplay from both the players for now. Like probably Foodie need to start thinking about going aggressive, since he's been like completely walled now, and Eaton is also trying to do the same. Like he knows that he can't able to spot on Foodie's army, so he's kind of scared that he might be run into him with archers. I guess probably this would make Foodie to kind of come back. So Foodie has been forced to be in a defensive mode right from the feudal age, and Eaton has clicked out, so that's really good. And is he gonna stick with archers is the next question, or is he gonna switch into knights? Probably he might be able to kill the game if he goes for like full knights, but I guess he doesn't want to lose the archers. He want to play with the expos. You could see that he doesn't want to commit inside. He sees a big hill there. He knows he's up. Probably he thinks that his Foodie might be delayed with like a lot of skirms from his end, so he's going for trying to save the archers as much as possible. And double walls coming out, so and no other moves yet coming from Heaton. He's still like walling a lot, like that's like some huge walls. Like he's put in 2 villages dedicated for walls, and it's going to be passive gameplay, I guess. Both are going to probably Heaton going to just wait around for the expos upgrade, I guess. So with expos, these palisade walls will be easily taken out, so game is going to become more interesting in a minute. So expos upgrades immediately, and Heaton is now house. That's really bad. And TC is gonna come out. No house has been placed yet. Finally, one villager is trying to build a house, and this is Foodie. You need to go back. Those are going to be exposed soon. I think Foodie, it's time for you to pull back. What are you doing, Foodie? Foodie Titanic, man. Why he wants to lose those? And Heaton is doing the right thing. He's just sniping those archers, and probably now he can just kill those scums pretty one shot. Probably Foodie should have gone back after those expose upgrades, so now you need to deal with those 10 archers. And I guess he's forced. Is he making anything? Like he's switching into knights. Okay, so with E being switching into knights, he could have saved those archers and skirms a bit. It would have taken a matter of time. Like you could see that those archers like took some 30 seconds to walk around. He could have just pulled back those skirms. So once he hit the castle age, he will have the skirms plus the knights. But oh my god, is it going to be a South TC incoming? Foodie is, oh my god, man, that's really Titanic. He's trying to bring another 10 more villages. Oh fuck, 2 down, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Titanic from Foodie, man. I guess probably he could have like delayed him with some walls or something. Now his eco is pretty bad. He's like almost 10 wills behind. He's trying to do a +2. Probably he wanted to commit more like his main wood and gold where everything were in this end, and he want to secure that place. So anyways, that's really bad, like losing like 6 to 7 villages. Those expos are really being used, and nice thing is trying to kind of cut off those supplies, extra archers that are coming out from Etain, and kind of trying to ignore these. Like he knows that he doesn't have enough knights to kind of play them out, and what do you need to fix his eco like real fast. So with Kells, I guess with lot of wood bonus, E10 is doing the right thing. Oh my god, that's like some real idols there. Probably is running out of wood a bit. You need to kind of fix his eco balance. Like it's like 600 gold. Okay, that's probably a pass because we have a 5 minutes delay. So if at all someone has dropped, you need to kind of start all over again and wait for another 5 minutes. Hopefully stream delay might be removed. So let's see how it's gonna go. So currently given position, as the score says, Hetian is really in the lead. Is almost how many 15 villages are good, and he's like nicely booming with 3 TCs. So he's in a very strong position. So Footy really needs some good fights, and probably a YOLO strat only probably would help him from here, I would say. Um, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. Chat on. I think we need to. Rogan, are you in the stream? Is it a pass or a drop? So let's see the achievements till these guys come out. So see the KD, like that's 27 to 15, and probably I guess 8 to 9 or like wills died for Foodie. So like that's like some serious pickings from Eaton. So as the consequence of that, Eaton also has a better eco, and he had a better up times also. And he's been booming with 3 TCs, and Foodie is still with 2 TCs. Is he in a position to make another one? He doesn't have, and he also need to balance like that's 700 gold in his kitty. So probably first thing he need is a market maybe. Anyways, some questionable things. Anyways, let's see how it's gonna go. So let's see this goal. We'll just so how many tiles he can look into. Probably you can take these 2 tiles. Maybe you need to chop these wood to kind of get in. Anyways, so usually the admin reserve goes for the main goal, not for the secondary or the third goal. So okay, they resume. Okay, that's what happens. Okay. So I'm just still figuring out how to zoom and stuffs. Okay, so the game resumes. Probably a pass from one of the players. So these expos are going to be really annoying for Foodie, and Foodie doesn't have eco to make more knights. You could see this eco, like yes, 700 gold and 0 food almost, and at the rightly like Hiten is on his like farms, like that's like 5 farms being put into idle. So that's like a lot of food eco being stopped, and he's also switching into pikes. So he's gonna like harass Foodie with expos and pike. So this is going to make things more uncomfortable for Foodie. And probably with +2 knights, I guess it's best to clear these from a space, else you will be picking out villages like this, and you will be trying to be more annoying. So anyways, let's see. Siege there's a university there and the ballistics coming out. So seriously, Foodie wants to make a TC there, knowing that there are 10 archers there. Hopefully he is able to clear that out. Yep, Rogan, that's Foodie's secondary goal is there. And that's a good spot, probably good trade a bit. And so I think it's better to go chat off. Okay, so that's some gutsy move. What Foodie is really trying? He's like trying to trap his knights for some like until this TC is up. I don't think so. Those knights can come out. And meanwhile, Heaton is trying to harass into Foodie's eco more. So these are +2 knights, but there are pikemans, another 3 more pikemans there. And he deleted his own archer range. Like, he doesn't want to waste any time. He want like good space to go into, and probably this is going to be a good trade finally for Foodie. So no pikemans around, only archers and +2 knights. I guess hopefully more knights are incoming for him. Foodie again, now he has like 0 gold and 800 wood, so he need to really look into its resource. And E10 could just go up. He's just building a market, so he could just buy food and go. Like, see the shit ton of resources he has. So probably he's going for Alps. So that's the second barracks coming out for E10. So that's almost 30 villages. Yep, that's 30 vills Haggard, and that you could see straight away in on the resource piles of E10. And there's a monastery that has been coming out. So probably Heaton is like missing the buildings to go up. So probably once the monastery is built, excuse me, so he should be able to click up. And Foodie is going for siege workshop, and his stones, like both the places are so close by. You could see that Heaton's second goal and Foodie's main stones are like almost so much closer, like next to each other almost. And Foodie is forced to kind of invest more on knights and probably siege. Now he's going for scorpions. You know that pikes are going to come out. So Malians don't have any special bonus with scorps at least, but I think he need like more than one there. And it's just gonna be a switch from E10. Probably he doesn't even get Arba, I guess, with Kells, so he's switching into Alps now. And E10 should be having some like really shit ton of eco. And he's going for a 4th TC just to secure his third goal probably. That's his second goal. That's okay, so both are here, so that TC really helps him. And probably a bad timing. Foodie was able to go. At least he could harass his eco a bit. Probably Foodie can just clear out that gate. It won't take a minute for him. And finally Foodie is trying to be more aggressive here, and he was able to kill some 5 to 6 villagers. And the monks are out. Come on, Foodie, sniped a couple of monks. And oh my god, that's like a lot of archers also. Foodie might also lose more villagers here. And all of a sudden Foodie is able to catch up on wills, man. We had like just a minute back we saw like 30 wills, and probably E10 is like kind of, he's like panicking with those knights. I guess he lost like some almost 78 wills there, and he's losing more. And those +2 knights are like really killing out. Come on, Foodie, send those knights to that wood line. And more idle coming out for E10. So problem is for Foodie, he won't have answer for this Imperial Age. Like how he's gonna kind of stop these Alps, plus probably siege might be coming out for him. You could see the number of wood he has. He could make another 10 siege workshop now. Like he has 2000 wood in his kitty and also 1000 gold, and he is making his castle right in face of Foody's main stone. So probably uh Trebs might be coming out soon. So Foodie is forced to. Okay, so that's more of a panic castle. Nope, it's on at least on the hill, so that's at least will defend his eco a bit. And Foodie is trying to kind of send few knights so that he could like snipe in few villages there, but there is a TC to save him. And Foodie switches into archers. So what he has, like, do Malians have Arba? So that should be fine. So Foodie switches into Arba, and Siege shops are coming out, and he's losing those magnals for nothing. So Foodie need to kind of uh, what he could do, man. So he doesn't have that much eco we were speaking, but all of a sudden there's a 10 wills agate from Foodie. So if Foodie is able to mass in next able to hold like next 5 or 10 minutes, he might be having a chance. Like eco is slowly kicking back for him, but if you give more time for a Keld player, you will have those units like Alps plus Siege, probably one of the best combo in this game. And Foodie is rightly doing going and raiding into the eco of Heaten, trying to make him like more annoyed. And a third siege workshop coming out for him, and he's going for rams. So it's Alps plus rams are coming out. And Foodie needs more archer range. You can't mass. Oh my god, he's going for skirms, man. Where is your Arba, Foodie? At least go for Gepetto, man. Anyways, I really kind of question the transition into skirms. Maybe he wants to stick with calves plus skirms. I'm not sure, but I don't like the idea of skirms. Like, why you want to make a skirm? Like, you could, when you could afford like something like Arba or Gepetto. Probably Gepetto might be a good option with a lot of infantry Eaton is making. And Eaton is not like completely like he's not making use of his eco pretty good. Yes, Dragon, like Foodie can also switch into champs, but I don't see him doing that transition. And he has a pretty good food eco also running in, but no, he's basically not making any army. So you could see that he almost have 13 army versus Etane's 33 army. And Etane no Captram yet. So after that initial push from Foodie with those knights, I guess his eco went like little shambles, and he's now trying to do too many things. So but those rams are going to kill all his production building. Those skirms will be useless, and they are just dying to the magnals also. And probably a GG is going to come soon. Like you could see that there's a 2000 uh, points lead from Heaton. So Heaton has the entire map control, and Preps are going to take down those castles now. And he's just losing his villages to a mangonel, man. This is like he's just pushed him with just siege. And still he has like almost equal number of wills, but I don't think so he has army. Like see, like he has 8 army, and I don't think so the point of making light calves here when you have like 2000 almost 2000 gold. Why you want to do a light calf when you know that your guy is doing Alps? So some bad decisions from Foodie there. It's not helping him at all. Yes, he should have done probably champs with Malians, I guess, and yeah, GG came out. So a good game from E10. I guess Foodie could have been like bit aggressive. I guess after he been walled, maybe could have tried to kind of put pressure on E10. Like I think the first pressure even came even like after E10 was like halfway through Imperial Age. But that small pressure kind of almost killed like 78 villages, and all his TCs, E10's TCs were like put in idle, and all of a sudden like Foodie was able to catch up on Wills also. Uh, a pretty good play from E10, a solid play you could expect from Kels. And anyways, let's see. There we go. So we'll just quickly look into the achievements, and KD almost same. E10 was always able to put pressure, and he was always in Foodie space. So Foodie wasn't able to recover properly the entire game, I guess. It just started with those three man terms trying to come in into the Foodie space. From there, he was just strolling around, and Foodie was like put into a passive mode completely from there. So if Etienne had a pretty good eco also behind that, like Foodie was not even attacking him, so he had just a solid boom that was backed by his aggressive play to start with. And villages count probably the most exactly the same, but I guess over a period of time, Foodie never had any army. Like after the initial nights, I think Malians kind of jack off everything, kind of made him confused like what to go, I guess. Like over a period of time he didn't do anything. So pretty good game, game one. So ETN goes 1-0, and me update the scores, and it's gonna be game two, guys. And already these guys came out for some reason. KOI, okay, there we go. So game two is gonna be Foodie's home map, and what's Foodie's home map is Land Madness. So what are the civs left? Let's see. So Kels has been picked, Alien's been used. So for Land Madness, is this gonna be hunts? I would have like save it for cross, but I am not sure. Like it's a kind of do or die for Foodie. So if he's like really want a scout sieve on Land Madness, I guess it's best to go for ants, like rather trying to save his Mayans later. And probably Hitian would go for Mongols. Um so, anyways, let's see how it's gonna go. Franks was banned, so Franks is more like a civ win in Land Madness. You have like lot of berries. Uh, anyways, let's see. So for Foodie, Japanese was also banned, so he can't go for like multiple mills also. So let's see how it's gonna go. So guys, it seems they are just switched host. I guess Foodie doesn't have his own home map, so E10 is switched as host and like rejoining, I guess. So far E10 is showing his good skills, and he was so dominant in Foodie, and Foodie is more of a passive player. So let's see. Land Madness again. It's a map that you need to be more aggressive. So probably he might be having something in his sleeve. Let's see. There's been a delay in the. Okay, they have changed from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. That's something pleasing. And meanwhile, let me fix my switch screen hotkeys. My live screen switch, and this is information. This is removed. Okay, fine, I guess. Let me check once. This is goes to the zoom, and this Going to this one. Okay, so that's fine. I think hotkeys are fixed now to switch screens, so hopefully I don't Titanic more. Let's see how it's gonna go. So it's gonna be game 2, guys, and do or die situation for Foodie, and we are gonna see a game of Land Madness, Eaten 1, Foodie 0. So probably Mongols versus Huns. Okay, so it will continue to be the blue color, and this is Land Madness. So people who haven't seen this map, usually you have this thingy that you can't like build any buildings over it. So if at all you want to like safeguard your woodlines, you need to make sure that you build a palisade inside it, so that you are able to like fully walled. So it's a map that again people would love to go for more scouts, since like you won't be able to like do complete walling, like you can't do resource walls or like woodlines walls around yourself. So people usually try to be more aggressive in this map, and it doesn't have the standard resource usually you have in Arabia. Though it's kind of a complete land map, the resources are like kind of been distributed throughout the map. You could see that there's a 2 pile of gold, there's a 3 pile of stone, there's another berry, and it's kind of the same thing kind of continues distributed throughout the map. So the map control is like so important in this game in order to have continuously have access to all the resources. And you have only one board in this map again, so Etain would love to have another boar probably because he's Mongols. Is anyone is trying to lame? I don't think so. So, and people need to remember to make the second building either it's kind of a mill or a mining camp in order to go to the next stage. Probably uh, you are forced to go for a mill on another extra berries, I guess. Food supply will be running out soon, and hopefully Heaton has played this map. I guess it's not his home map, and you need to start pushing those deers. Thankfully is on berries a lot, and probably did he take his bow? I think I can't see his bow. He should have been taken his bow, and he's going for the mill at the top, I guess, or probably a mill at here, and probably he could take those deers. That would be a more efficient one, I guess. Anyway, so there are no two boards, so you can't just click up that easily. So you need to push all the D's to go up, and Heatian is doing exactly the things that it need to be done. He's 4 on wood, and there comes his first mill, and he could still access these deals also. So it's going to be Huns versus Mongols. So if you guys remember the quote, what Askate told in his a show match, I guess. Mongols are dead after Castle Age, but that's for basically he told that for Steppe. Anyways, so it's nice to just remember that thing. So it's Mongols versus Huns. So let's see how it's gonna play out. So this is a different map, a different approach. So let's see. So is anyone is gonna be up soon? Probably Heatain might be able to click up soon, and he's exactly doing the loom, so he's probably gonna click up soon. His Foodie is in a position to click up. Remember, he didn't push these, but he just went for like mill straight away. Like shit, who wants to push these? I'm fine. And he's gone for double mill. He's went for another mill on the berries, and there's a mill on this. Foodie is gonna go 22 pop. It seems like. Will he be having enough resource to click up? Yep, he should be able to click up easily. So Heaton making use of his Mongols bonus. He is like gonna probably go a minute faster, and he already has some barracks. So up, he's going for mana terms. That's interesting. That's like 3 on gold also. Does Foodies gonna know about this? Is the next question here. He is not explored those barracks yet. That's is it should be making another one soon. And does Heaton know about where is Foodies? Yep. Gonna run into TC. That's like a nice reaction coming out from Heaton again, pulling those scouts to the right. And Foodie is making his barracks, and Mantarms are gonna come out, and they're gonna walk past Foodie. Okay, Foodie should be knowing that. So Mantarms are gonna incoming. So let's see whether any reaction coming out from him. Is he going for Mantarms? No, he's probably gonna go for scouts. No, he has like 500 foot there, like almost 500 foot. But okay, so there are people on berries, and Eaton is going straight into those berries probably. So no archer range yet from the Mongol player. Okay, now here comes the one, and probably is it gonna be a good fight? I don't know. This is not gonna be the ideal fight Foodie would want, I guess. He's on the hills, and he's trying to micro a bit, but he's gonna probably lose all his 4 villages. Foodie, man, that's Titanic. What are you doing here? Like, and Eaton is like really microing well, and he still has like 3 Mantarms and a full HP scout, and the 4th villager is gonna be dead. So he's already 4 wills began, like all 4 villages dead, and also he's like 6 villages totally began. So not the ideal start he wants to do, man. So the only thing he should have done is just click those villages back into the TC. At least he might have just lost 1 or 2, but at least he could have saved a couple more. And he didn't like kill those phantoms also. Like a pretty rough start for Foodie. So things aren't going nice, and probably now you should be able in a position to clear out those phantoms. So he meanwhile try to send the spearmen so that those phantoms would have been like made use much better, but it's not been the case. And come on, Foodie, kill those archers, and more spears. Oh no, okay, now he using the more spears, and Foodie should be hitting at the right spots here. Like he shouldn't be running into the spearments, and the small walls are coming out from Heaton. He wants to just make sure that those knights are not coming and harassing into his gold eco. And Foodie need to kind of try to attack Heaton from some other angle. Like, why you want to go through these? Like, you know that the spearmen are going to be waiting there, and with land madness you know that you can't like completely wall. Just kind of go around the side, or probably go around the side, trying to hit at this spot with 3 scouts when you know that your guy's opponent is going to make a lot of spears. That doesn't even make sense. Like, when you make scouts, try to be aggressive, try to be hit at place where your opponent doesn't even expect. So, and especially with your opponent going for archers and spears, like they don't have that mobility. So if he is able to at like example somewhere hit here, like you need to force bring in all those spears to here, and from there you kind of dodge yourself, stroll around and just be annoying. So that's not the case we are seeing, and Foodie is already switching into skirms. I don't like the idea of he's been switching into skirms too early. Maybe he's like scared that he didn't make any damage with scouts, and he knows that he lost like 4 villages, and he will be coming with archers. So the comes. Where is this? He doesn't have a blacksmith, so parrot archers or fletching is not gonna come soon. And again, food is gonna lose more, man. Oh my god, this is turning into be a nightmare for him. This is really bad. Now he's trying to engage. Okay, those two spearmen. He's able to at least. That's probably those comes really paid off for him. You could see that he was able to separate those archers and the spears, and that is like really helping him to kind of snipe in couple of villages here. And nice that he is bringing his comes also. So this is the time, I guess, probably Foodie need to kind of go heavy on feudal and try to push him, because he did lose 4 villages, and with too many skirms and scouts he's making, he knows that he's going to be delayed to the castle age. So this is the time you need to kind of push him. Like I didn't like the idea of him trying to be attack Etienne at a one dimensional. Like he's so persistent to attack from this end, and so that's the place. Like Etienne is completely been like camping there. Like why you want to attack in a place where your opponents units are just waiting for you, like expecting you to come there. So anyway, so he's just waiting for fletching, and both the players are like gonna do wheelbarrow. And already you could see that almost 9 villages lead coming out from Etienne. And he has like enough skirms. Fletching is there, parrot archers is also coming in. And what do you need to go and hit his wood line or something. And finally he's able to push from here. And what he's playing good now, he's trying to kind of he could be aggressive, he could tend to be aggressive. He has like invested a lot of food in this army. So, and you could see that already 400 food, 300 gold for eating. And Foodie is like nowhere gonna click up soon. Does he has like enough farms? He doesn't even have enough farms, and probably you need to switch into something else or like start making more farms. uh, so more farms coming here. Okay, so another 4 farms here. Okay, so that's really nice. So Heaton is forced to make a defensive tower, so probably the push from this end is going to be stopped. And probably you need to again push from this end. So no stones being collected from Heaton 8, so that's the only defensive tower that he could afford for now. Does he has a market? No. And but he's like looking strong, guys. He's probably gonna click up soon. He's building a stable. And these are not gonna help much, like unless he's gonna make any damage into the eco. So Foodie is trying to, is there a hole there? Nope. And it is still open. Like Foodie could go and make some moves, but he seems to be kind of, he like scared that he might get caught somewhere. And Heaton is trying to go up. He knows that he need that castle age, that small power spike, so that he could completely kill this army that Foodie has. And he's losing all his scouts. Foodie, you lost his all his scout, and probably a scout is coming. No, he's gonna just make knights. With skirms, the problem is you can't like kill villages. So he's trying to trade here, I guess, probably. So Titanic coming out from 40, I guess. So finally he clicks Castle Age. What's his play? Is he gonna go for CAs? Maybe, but he's like 7 bills behind. So, and he lost all his army again. So what he's making, he's continues to make more skirms. There are like more idols coming out still there for Foodie. And Foodie need to make some move. Like, why you want to make a mining camp there? There's only just two tiles there, man. Oh my god. Seriously, Foodie? What are you doing, man? Okay. Why the fuck? You want to make a mining camp when there is only two tiles here and there is already three villagers taking a goal. Is this 100 wood gonna help him? I don't think so. That sucks. Oh my god, and he's gonna get caught with those scouts there. That's really bad for him again. And those two scouts are gonna like wreck his remaining skirms that he has sent forward. So things are not looking good for Foodie, I guess. It's time for bye bye, Foodie. So expose upgrades are on the way, and probably knights are coming out soon. So no upgrade yet from on the knights. You don't see any bloodlines or like scale bar armor. So that's something good for Foodie. Like he has like a lot of skirms. So if he is able to kind of mass more skirms, he could be able to, with a mix of knights, he might be able to do some. Oh my god, I missed to see this, man. Oh my god, those two mining camps were like titanic, and these archers are gonna kill. Oh my god, he again killed some 4 to 5 villages there, and he just called it such. Bye bye Foodie from King of India, guys. So well played from E10. Like he was too strong, and that kind of showed up in this game. Eh, Probably Foodie should have been more aggressive. He was so one-dimensional trying to hit from this end, that never worked. Like he was never able to kind of make damage into his eco. So see the achievement. So congrats to Heatain, advancing to the next age. Fuck me with AoEs. Fuck. Uh, oops. He will be advancing to the round of 8, and we will just look into the achievements. Oh my god, what happened to me? What happened to my. Okay, my pointer is not showing in the achievements for some reason. No, it's back. Okay, so 46 to 29. So E10 was too dominant fair game. He had a better eco. Also, Foodie was like, I think the collapse started from that 4 man terms. Just came in and killed Foodie. Like 4 villages. From there, I don't think so. Like he never recovered from that game, I guess. So GG for him, and congrats to E10. Will be advancing to the round of 8. So everyone left probably. Probably that's it for King of India, guys. And we will continue to play something else maybe. Okay, there we go. So that's 2-0 to Eden. So again, congrats. And probably that's the two games that were left for the day, I guess.